Stadium here in Arlington. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show. Hand off to the back. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Kill! 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide 8.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
Yeah, really good.
Here's Dak. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, kill!
Plowing up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, check. Here we go, going to 54. Wide 8.
From the 38. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. They send the tight end in motion. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pickens motioning left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits his running back. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's a give up the middle, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Dak now from the gun. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah! Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Everyone, kill.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He's got it to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
47.
Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. now ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Under. What do you think?
Now a give running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the
tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill! What do you think?
From the gun is Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Starting from the 5. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line. Here we go, 46. 46.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, here's Dak. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys. Looking at 2nd and 1.
Yeah!
Man in motion here.
Here we go! Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide 80. 26.
From the 47. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Another throw for Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Tight end going in motion here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds Hyatt. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. He lost it deep left. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 14.
Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Dak to throw. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Sending a receiver left. Here's Prescott, first and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
We're going to 54. Why? Yeah! Here we go! Ready, take! Ready, take! Still we're going to 53. Ready, take!
Dak throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Yeah, here we go! Ready, take!
They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hey, kill! Yeah!
Prescott will look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yeah, here we go! Wait, take! Ready, take!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And in for the Dallas touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 now. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Throwing from the gun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie us up, 28-all. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. That one's complete, right side. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll throw on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking for a throw here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a third quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They kick the running back in motion. They just get the play off. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Yeah, pitch, kill.
1st down, here's Dak. Gets this to Sanders. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's caught. Ferguson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They're set up at the 35 now. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing on first is Prescott. He's got it near the 8. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Finds Hyatt. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Giants down by 7. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They motion the tight end over. Back-to-back carries here. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. The Giants using their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line.
Running for the marker with Williams. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. Try and push it deep downfield. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Gano ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Still one more in their pocket to use. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Dak to the air here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team possessions, the next score would then win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This one's taken in by Hill. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.